What's up, royal family? It's Jane of Thrones. I'm back, and today we're talking about 5 ways to combat anxiety and depression. Now, I mentioned, like in my last video, that I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, and it took me to a very dark place, a very depressed place. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips that are effective for combating anxiety and depression, and also that I used as well to help me to get to the point that I'm at now, sharing all this information with you beautiful people, kings and queens out there, because for a while it was questionable whether I was going to be able to even get out of bed. Okay, step number 1, stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself. That is the number one thing that we all do, and I know we're all human. Of course, at times you're going to, compare yourself to other people to see how you measure up. That's normal and that's natural. However, when it becomes you can't make a move without looking at what somebody else is doing or comparing yourself to somebody else, that is a problem. And I blame social media. I blame Instagram. I blame Snapchat, all of that stuff, because everybody is putting their best face, their best foot forward on that shit, okay? Nobody is coming out there looking like a bum, all right? Looking like, who did it and who done it and why. And it's just like, you can't base your life off of what somebody else is showing you, because they're only going to show you the good. Everybody goes through stuff. Everybody is stuck in the mud at some point and have to dig themselves out. You comparing yourself to other people is going to only lead you down a road of anxiety and fuel your depression, okay? Be comfortable with who you are. Accept yourself. And then you will learn to love yourself. That's step number 1. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is protect your energy and your peace. You have got to protect your energy and protect your peace. Because if someone is making you anxious, or you feel like their energy is just off or is not right, or every time you get around them you're feeling like uneasy, or you don't feel like you could be yourself around that person, and I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your mother, your boss, your sister, your whoever, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You gotta get rid of them, because at the end of the day, that's gonna affect you. Have you ever been around somebody and you keep going around them and suddenly you don't even feel like yourself anymore? You don't feel like you could say what you want to say without it being a problem. You don't feel like you can do certain things that you always have done without being judged, or somebody feeling some type of way, or somebody saying something, some little comment, and then they try to play it off as like a joke. Those are toxic people. Their energy is effing toxic. So you need to stay away from people like that, okay? Protect your peace. I don't care if it's your job. Like, I had this one job, right, where the boss lady or the owner or whatever, she literally was crazy. Like, and she was driving me crazy. She was one of those employers that like hover all around like a fucking helicopter and constantly asking you questions, constantly in your face. And I was working like one-on-one with autistic kids, so it's like I really can't do my job and tend to you constantly asking me random menial questions during my shift and do a disservice to this child. And it just got crazy. And then like she would want to pull everybody in to the conference room to talk about like petty stuff. And it got to the point where my energy every day was being drained. On my way to work, I would be like literally having panic attacks and feeling like dreading going in to do my shift. And when you get to the point like that, and every day you're having to subject yourself to that, nah, you gotta go. You gotta bounce. Because no job is worth your mental peace. No job is worth your sanity. No person is worth your sanity. It's just not. It's not even worth it. Number 3, stop explaining yourself. And stop explaining yourself unnecessarily, first of all. Just completely disengage. So when I say stop explaining yourself, it doesn't mean just do whatever you want, however you want, move however you want to move, even if it's crazy and you violating people. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, okay, for example, let's say you have somebody in your life, maybe it's your mother or a sister or whoever, and you have recently came out to them. that you are gay, okay? And you know that their values and their views are of that they don't agree with that lifestyle, okay? And every time that you come around, they always bringing it up, or they want to talk about it, or they want to, probe you and find out like, okay, you're gay. You're not going to turn around tomorrow and not be gay. So if you already know how this person feels about that and they're not changing their mind, or they don't want to talk about anything that's going to allow them to have a better understanding of your lifestyle, or they're not open to that, you don't need to engage in that conversation, because all they're going to do is try to coerce you to change who you are and how you're living. And that is going to create anxiety within you, because anxiety literally is the desire to escape the present moment. Okay, that's what fuels anxiety. Any desire that you have to escape the present moment. So when you have somebody like that and you already know what they about, if they bring stuff up, don't even go into detail about what it is that they bringing up. Just roll over the topic, change the subject, leave from around them, hang the phone up, be like, listen, I gotta go. I'm about to find out what I'm about to eat, so I'll call you back. Something. Just get out of the situation. Do not engage. Do not engage. I'm telling you, don't do it. Number 4, this is very important for anxiety and depression. Immerse yourself in the present moment. And that goes back to what I was just speaking about. The fact that anxiety is fueled by a desire to escape the present moment. If you immerse yourself in the present moment, you are well aware of how you feel about it. And that way you can make certain moves to change it. So if I'm thinking about right now where I'm at, who I'm hanging out with, what we're doing right now, and it's something that I don't enjoy, I can easily change the station, change the channel to something else, go do something else. But also living in the present moment, immersing yourself in the present moment also means you're not worrying about what happened yesterday or last week or last month or last year. You're not worrying about when you effed up, and did your homegirl wrong. You're forgiving yourself for all that, because that doesn't matter, okay? You have to forgive yourself to move on. So you're not worrying about all that past stuff. You're worrying about right now. You're thinking about right now. You're not worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next week. You're not worrying about that, because all that is going to do is cause you to suffer and have anxiety, depression, and everything else that goes on with it. You can't change nothing that happened in the past. And you can't do nothing about what you don't know is coming. So all you can do is focus on right now. What can you do right now to help yourself? And that is really going to help your anxiety and your depression. I noticed a lot when I was going through what I was going through with my anxiety and my depression. A lot of it came from just like thinking about the past and torturing myself and constantly replaying certain things in my mind. And sometimes I still have to catch myself, because it's habitual for me. It's a habit. It's a habit that I formed. I want to replay things. How could I have did this different? It doesn't matter, because you can't go back in time. Do you have a time machine? I don't. Okay? If I had one, that would be great. And I would be charging y'all to get in that mug. But don't nobody got that. So you have to own your life right now. Right now. Own what you're doing today. Figure out what you're doing today. And enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Okay? And the last one goes right along with that. My number 5 way to combat anxiety and depression is to meditate. You have got to meditate, because what meditation does is it puts you in the present moment. You basically are blocking out anything other than what's going on right now. And it's not like about blocking out your thoughts, but you let your thoughts come in and then you let them go out without judgment. You don't judge your thoughts during that time. You just close your eyes, make sure that your spine is aligned, whether you're sitting up straight or you're laying down on your back. And you can put on some nice meditation music at 432 hertz or 532 hertz, because that's what you need to listen to heal yourself. And you really just allow yourself to be in the present moment without judgment. And I promise you, if you do that for like at least 45 minutes, you're going to feel way different when you open up your eyes. Like, it might sound like, okay, what the hell are you talking about? Meditate. Like, that's for crazy people. No, literally, like, legit, that shit really helped me. Like, and I don't even get to do it as often as I want to, but meditation can also be like dancing or, running or exercising or whatever game that you're good at or whatever your talent is, singing, because it takes your head out of panic mode and it immerses you in the present moment. Because when you're dancing, you're not thinking about, oh, Sally Sue or Susan or Keisha said this about me and she want to fight me and this and that. No. You're not thinking about, you're not worrying about who was that calling your boyfriend's phone last night or who was, texting him the other day when y'all was in the car. You're not thinking about any of that. You're thinking about your routine. You're putting your all your emotions, all of your passions into what you're doing, whether it's singing, dancing, karate. I don't care. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Only you know what you like to do. And don't let anybody take that away from you. Okay, so that does it for my 5 ways to combat anxiety and depression. I hope this helped you all out a little bit. And, my kings and queens who are out there struggling with anxiety and depression, I know your struggle. It's not just a thing that you can be like, oh, hey, just, get up, brush it off, like, get happy, let's go dance, let's go clubbing, let's have a drink. It's not that simple, okay? So if you know somebody who's dealing with or struggling with anxiety or depression, you need to be empathetic and understanding, because this is something that is really serious. And some people, they're not strong enough to get through it on their own. So check on your friends, check on your strong friends, because they put up a good front a lot of times, but you have to be there for them, because they need to know they are not in this alone. And it takes more than just telling them one time. You might have to keep telling them, showing them, just be there for them. All right. Have a good day, kings and queens. And if you have any questions or comments, you may put it in the comment box below. And deuces.